And welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, lakinsports.com. I think I got us back on the air. Looks like it. We got bars bouncing. I did have a little trouble in between, but is able to just reboot it all and get it back on. So everything's good. I think we're on the air. And we're getting set for our second game tonight. The Bronx and the Elkhart Wildcats. Ought to be a good one. The Elkhart's 11-4 on the season. The Bronx 14-2. Winner of this game will win the High Plains League regular season championship. And tonight is homecoming here at Elkhart, but I was thinking they did it in between games. They will do it at halftime, I believe. So we got back on the air just in time. So we're going to get things set and be ready to go. I don't have any stats for Elkhart other than their record and their average points per game. They had nothing on Max Preps or anywhere where I could find it. So we're going to go with what we have. So here's the starting lineups for Elkhart, 11-4 on the season. Under head coach Jason Wilson. They come in averaging 57.7 points per game, and here are their starters. Wearing 0, a 5'8 junior, Cage Ralston. Wearing number 3, Clayton Cole. He's a 5'8 junior. Wearing number 10, a 6-foot sophomore, Donovan Rhodes. Wearing number 11, a 5'8 junior, Austin Rich. And Joey Doherty wears number 33. He's a 6'2 senior. Here's your starting lineups for your Lakin Bronx. 14-2 on the season under 8th year head coach Nate Schmidt. The assistant coaches Matt Heidman and Taylor Lovelady. The Bronx coming off a win at Scott City on Tuesday night. Wish you could have seen it. You got to see part of it, but it was a great win by the Bronx on the road by the score of 73-54. They come in averaging 70.5 points per game, and they start this way. Wearing number 3, a 5'9 senior, averaging 25.3 points per game, Servando Gonzalez. Wearing number 5, a 5'10 junior, averaging a half point per game, 4 rebounds per contest, Pablo Areola. Wearing number 11, a 5'2 senior, averaging 20.5 points per game, Alan Martinez. Connor Hudson wears number 13. He's a 5'10 senior, averaging just over 9 points per game. And Colter Oldham wears number 24. He's a 6'3 freshman, averaging 8.5 points per game while pulling down 5.5 rebounds per game as well. The Bronx have won, 8 in a row now? 7 in a row. I think they're looking for 8. And I had it written down, and gosh, I can't find it. But the Bronx have not lost since just before the High Plains League tournament when they lost to Holcomb on throwback night. We're about set for the introduction of our starting lineups. Elkhart coming off a win Tuesday night over the Turpin Cardinals of Turpin, Oklahoma by the score of 64-53. Once again, the Bronx come in after their big win over Scott City. The Bronx average 70.5 points per game. They shoot 41% from the field, hit 30 rebounds per game, and they shoot 66% from the free throw line. Starting lineups being introduced. Apologize for heads in our camera. Hopefully they won't be there all night, but hey, it is what it is. We still kind of see the courts, so Servando Gonzalez for the Bronx, and wearing 00 is Cage Ralston, the 5'8 junior. Servando, congratulations to him, passing 1,000 career points on Tuesday night. Currently stands as the number 5 all-time leading scorer in Lakin High School history. Pablo Arreola being introduced for the Bronx. Pablo, a 5'10 junior for the Wildcats. And they changed it up on me already. Justin McKinley getting the start. McKinley, a 6'2" senior for the Bronx. Wearing number 11, Alan Martinez. He's a 6'2" senior for Elkhart. Clayton Cole, a 5'8" junior. Connor Hudson for the Bronx, wearing number 13, 5'10" senior. And for the Wildcats, Austin Rich, a 5'8" junior. Coach Schmidt, in our interview at halftime of the Lady Bronx game, he said this is going to be a very good basketball team next year, and he was talking about Elkhart. Elkhart starting 3 juniors and 2 seniors tonight. Donovan Rhodes normally gets the start for Elkhart, but looks to me like they're going to with a couple seniors tonight. Wearing number 33, Joey Doherty, a 6'2" senior for the Wildcats, and Coulter Oldham out there for the Bronx wearing number 24, the 6'3" freshman. The Bronx in their road purple uniforms, black letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Elkhart, of course, the home white uniforms, orange letters and numbers trimmed in black. And now we will take a timeout for the singing of the national anthem. Elkhart High School vocal group. And we are set for basketball here at Elkhart High School. The Bronx and the Wildcats set to tip it off here. Wildcats 11-4 on the season. The Bronx 14-2. Oldham and Justin McKinley to tip things off here at center court. Bronx in their purple uniforms going from our left to our right in this first half. And the tip controlled by the Bronx. Hudson from the right wing, stops from the top of the key, in and out, won't go on the three-point attempt, and Doherty with the rebound for the Wildcats. Outlet far side, Bronx with pressure in the backcourt. Now Clayton Cole across the timeline. Drives left side, hits the basket, and a blocking foul called on Alan Martinez. Elkhart's the type of team, kind of reminds me of playing against Syracuse earlier in the season. They're a very quick up and down the floor basketball team. Clayton Cole with the and one gives the Elkhart the early 3-0 lead. Reverse layup missed by Oldham. And the rebound comes off to Ralston. Now up the floor to Cole. Good job of Connor Hudson to avoid the contact. Out front, Cole falls to the floor. Ralston comes to help him out. Has the basketball near side, Austin Rich. Up top to McKinley on the right side to Ralston. Ralston takes it to the elbow, near side, Doherty. Cole looking to drive. Lost the handle, but good defense by the Bronx. Doherty penetrates up top to Rich. Good defense by the Bronx, but Elkhart being very patient. That's a travel. You could hear Lakin's coaches in the backcourt yelling, in the background yelling travel. Better late than never on the call. The Bronx get it back. Minute and a half gone. Elkhart leads 3-0. Cross court pass to Martinez. Over to Pablo. Pablo from the wing out to Hudson. Oldham from the corner, drives baseline. Pass tipped away, but right to Areola. Allen from the left side, step back. 3 from the left side, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes off to Cage Ralston. Ralston up to McKinley in the corner. Doherty back out now to Clayton Cole. Cole off the dribble. Air ball over everything. Servando with the rebound. He brings it quickly up the other end. He'll step back. He'll fire off the back iron. Ralston with the rebound and a foul on Connor Hudson. Shot by Servando looked good when it left his hand, but just a little off the back iron. Inbounds to Elkhart. Clayton Cole gets free up the floor. Layup is good. Bronx getting burnt on defense there. Cole with all 5 Elkhart points so far. They lead at 5-0. Underneath, Oldham has it blocked by McKinley. Calder has got to catch that underneath and go straight up with it. If you hesitate and try to fake, you're just giving the defense the opportunity to catch up to them, just like they did right there. Long inbounds out front to Servando. Oldham on the wing, takes it to the free throw line, over to Hudson. Allen from the left side, 3 is short. Hudson tips a rebound out, but right to Justin McKinley. He'll give it up to Ralston. In the corner, Doherty with the 3 off the front iron, no good. Pablo falling out of bounds, saves it into Oldham, who dishes to Servando. Servando near side, pulls up from 3, in and out, won't go. Ball is loose, bodies everywhere. Pablo on the floor, keeps it alive. Servando runs it down in the near corner. Oldham wide open, fires from 3, off the mark, won't go. Bronx cannot find the mark from the 3-point line. Doherty on the drive, Servando, nice hesitation defense, able to strip it away. From the left side, the floater won't go. Oldham with the rebound. We're going to have a tie-up, and it points to Elkhart. Adrick into the lineup for the Bronx. Lakin right now just can't get a shot to fall. Give them time. Ran into the same situation Tuesday at Scott City. Found themselves down by 13 and won by 19. Doherty with the inbounds. Chakey with the defense in the backcourt. Now cross court to Ralston. Up to McKinley. Near side Rich with it. Cole sprints down the lane and hits the layup. Cole with all 7 Elkhart points. They lead at 7-0. Oldham from the corner hits the 3. Colter Oldham breaks the lid off the basket. And then the Bronx on the board. McKinley has it blocked by Oldham. Allen with the loose ball, brings it up, crosses over near side. Looking to drive. Allen with it out front. Allen kicks it in the corner. Chakey with the three. Got it. Chakey with the three from the corner. So back-to-back threes for the Bronx. Now they're down by one. Double teamed in the backcourt. Ralston with it. Up the floor. Cole got loose. Let the defender go by. May have walked with it, I thought. But Cole with all 9 Elkhart points so far. Clayton Cole 9, the Bronx 6. Oldham, the drive. Loses the handle and throws it into the crowd. .301 to go, first quarter. Elkhart with the 3-point lead. Bronx with pressure on the inbounds in the backcourt. To Cole. Picks up the dribble and throws it away. Emmett Espinoza into the lineup for Elkhart. Servando with it, directing traffic. Now will pull up from 3 off the front of the rim. Still can't find the mark. Ralston with the rebound. Cole stopped, works it back to Ralston. Ralston being pressured. Gets it across the timeline, knocked away by Servando into the hands of Chakey. Traveling call called from the other side. Don't know that I saw it, but nonetheless, it goes back to Elkhart. 2:34 to go in the first quarter. They have the lead by 3. Servando knocks it away off the knee of Espinoza. Ball still loose. Allen catches it. Allen near side. Looking to drive. Cross court to Oldham. Now he'll give it up to Servando. Off the screen, 3 will not go. Espinoza with the rebound for the Wildcats. Cole reverses the floor. He's double teamed. That foul's going to go against Connor Hudson, and that's his second. Eric Munson into the lineup for Lakin. Lane Runkle into the lineup for Elkhart. Runkle, a 6'4" sophomore. The Elkhart turnover goes back to the Bronx. 2:03 to go in this first quarter. Chakey on the wing. Gives it up to Oldham. Oldham to Munson. Catch and shoot left wing. 3. Eric Munson coolly hits the 3 to tie it up at 9. Runkle in the paint, missed the shot. Espinoza from inbounds. He couldn't get it. And it goes back to the Bronx. The Bronx trailed 7-0. Have outscored the Wildcats 9-2 on this run. And the Bronx have been ice cold out front, other than the threes by Oldham, Escobel, and Munson. Allen out front, guarded by Espinoza. Espinoza is a 5'10" senior and lost it off his leg. Cole, bobbled, knocked away from behind by Servando. Oh, they're going to get Servando with the body. First foul on Servando, 4th foul on the Bronx. None for Elkhart thus far. Cole from the left side, 3, got it. Clayton Cole feeling it here, nearly going. He has all 12 Elkhart points. And Elkhart back on top. Adric from the left side gives it up to Munson. Now he dribbles out. Pressure by Cole, and there's a foul. I'm going to say you would have to call that one. So the first foul on Clayton Cole. Bronx basketball, 1 minute to play in the quarter. Oldham. Near corner to Shaky to Munson. Ooh, almost walked with it, but the Bronx play it. Allen looking to drive, scoops it to Adric. Adric from the right side, 3, off the back iron, won't go. And we've got a foul. Allen and Servando both battling under there. Let's hope either one's going to have 2 fouls. Allen's going to have 2. Servando will stay with 1. 5 fouls on the Bronx. Pablo into the lineup for the Bronx for the last 41 seconds. Allen goes to save the fouls. Elkhart to inbounds. Ralston with it on the baseline. Throws it over the top. How was that not a travel? How was that not a travel? Runkle puts it back in. His feet slip completely out from under him. Blocked on the other end. Pablo with the rebound. 3 out front. Servando off the front of the rim. Won't go. Runkle with the rebound for Elkhart. I don't understand how that's not a travel on Clayton Cole. Cole drives. Pass. Runkle lays it up and in. Servando at the free throw line. In and out, won't go at the buzzer. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, Elkhart on top of the Bronx, 16-9, after the Bronx had tied it up at 9 apiece. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Home improvements that have had to wait. The dream vacation your family deserves. Even college tuition. Garden City State Bank can help you make it all happen now, not someday. With a home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the value of your home, and the interest may be tax deductible. Plus, there are no closing costs, no application fees, and no annual fees. A fast, easy, convenient home equity line of credit from Garden City State Bank, a branch of the Kearney County Bank. Subject to credit approval, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bronx trail at 16-9 after the end of the first quarter. And the Bronx about as cold as they could be to start this ball game. If I was to look back at all of my stats sheets, the first time all year Servando Gonzalez has gone scoreless in a first quarter. Lakin basketball to start the second quarter. Allen with it. Hands it off to Hudson. Hudson in the paint, over to Oldham. He'll fire from 3. Off the backside of the rim, no good. Martinez with the putback, and he's going to be fouled. I'm going to say the foul is going to be on Doherty, and it is, because it looked to me like Ralston had a good block. Foul on Joey Doherty is his first. Allen at the line to shoot 2. Allen's free throw is good. First point of the game for Allen Martinez. Probably the first time all year he hasn't scored in the first quarter as well. So Allen hits both free throws. That stops a 7-0 Elkhart run. Ball knocked away. Elkhart basketball. Cole to inbounds, long out front to Rich. Now to Ralston. Nice defense by Pablo. Up the floor, Servando drives and gets the layup. Stumbled at the end and still able to get it up and in. First points of the night for Servando, back to a 3-point lead. Ralston thought about the 3, underneath, off the fingertips of Runkle, out of bounds. And the Bronx will get it back with a chance to tie here. Allen between the legs. Over to Pablo, up top Calder. Calder from 3, off the back of the rim. Doherty with the rebound for the Wildcats. He'll hand it off to Austin Rich, now near side to Ralston. Doherty, spin move, gets it to Ralston, and he drives. Blocked by Oldham. Ralston gets the ball back. Now to Cole. He drives. Blocked again by Coulter. Cole somehow wrestles it out of there. And the foul is going to go on Coulter. Sixth team foul on the Bronx. Elkhart with 2 in this first half. Cole with the long inbounds out front to Austin Rich. Now to Cole. Cole drives left side. Pass knocked away by Martinez. He'll save it into Servando. Long pass up the floor. Hudson, the 3 from the corner. It's good. And the Bronx, just like that, have tied it up at 16. Our second tie of the contest. Bronx with 4 threes in this first half. Rich spun away from the defender. Now they'll reset it. Ralston on the wing. On the drive. Skips through. Missed the layup. Runkle. And it'll be last touched by Lakin. Espinoza and McKinley back into the lineup for Elkhart. Clayton Cole inbound for the Wildcats on their baseline. 5:56 to play. We are tied at 16, our second tie of the contest, other than double zeros. Out front, Cage Ralston on the wing to Espinoza. Cole, long 3 out front, off the front of the rim, but the rebound comes off to Ralston. Keeps it alive for the Wildcats. Cole once again looking to drive on Oldham. Now Runkle back up to Cole. Cole looking to drive, steps back, off the glass from the elbow. Clayton Cole already with 14 points. Servando stops, over to Oldham, right side, 3 is up, off the back iron, won't go, but Coulter runs down the loose ball. Now to Hudson from the corner, his 3 is too strong. Runkle with the rebound for the Wildcats. And he'll hand it off to Cage Ralston. Oh. Foul's going to go against Pablo Areola, his first. And Ralston will go to the other end for the 1-and-1. Ralston with the 1-and-1. Free throw is good. Rich back into the lineup for the Wildcats. Second free throw up. Too strong. Rebound corralled by Allen. Ralston 1 for 2. Back to a 3-point Elkhart lead. Allen steps in the paint. Pablo from the wing. Back out to Chakey. Chakey drives. 10-footer, no good. Allen and Cage Ralston tie it up on the rebound. I'm looking for a tie-up, but they're going to call the foul on Cage Ralston. So you know what? We've had a couple head shakers against the Bronx in this first half. I guess we'll take one against the Wildcats too. That one just looked like just a tie-up off the rebound, but Adric with the inbounds finds Servando from the left corner. 3, bounces around, he gets the shooter's roll. Maybe that's what Servando needs to get things going. We are tied again. And the rebound to Doherty. On the follow, he gets the shot. Underneath, Munson fouled, going to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul is on Justin McKinley, his first. 4th team foul on the Wildcats. Munson's free throw is short. Munson, 3 of 8 on the season, just 37%. 4:08 to go in the half. And Munson got the second one to fall. Cole drives, hits the layup. Well, I don't know what his season or career stats are. Serve three out front, off the back iron, won't go. Cole with the rebound. Picks up the dribble, double team, cross-court pass to McKinley. Elkhart scrambling. Doherty along the far sideline. Finds Ralston. Ralston the drive. And a charge. Chakey with the defense. Forced Ralston to push off and got the foul. Second foul on Ralston. Going to have a timeout on the floor. Full timeout called by Lakin. So with the timeout, we'll take a break as well. 3:36, I believe it is, before they change the clock to go in the first half. Bronx trail it by 3. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Bronx basketball, Elkhart with the 23-20 lead. Bronx have hit 5 threes in this first half, but really have not really found the shooting stroke yet. Servando with it. 2-3 zone by the Wildcats. Over in the corner, Hudson now will drive. Kick it near side. Shaky. 3. Short off the front of the rim. Throws it out front, but it's stolen away by Rich. Rich to the floor. He'll lose it on the sideline. Really, Austin Rich, and I don't know if maybe he just stumbled, but he really didn't have to. I don't know. It just looked like a weird play that he really wouldn't have had to go to the floor to save that ball. But nonetheless, the Bronx get it back. Servando crossover. Up top, Munson 3. That's off the side of the rim. Battle for the rebound. And Doherty comes away with it. He'll hand it off to Clayton Cole. Cole through the double team in the backcourt. Kick pass near side. And McKinley will hit the layup. Bronx quick up the other end. Servando with it out front. Servando stop and pop from 18. Got it. Up the floor, Espinoza in the corner to Doherty. Now to Cole on the wing. Behind the back dribble, looking to drive. Pass underneath, knocked away, but McKinley controls it. Right side 3, good from Austin Rich. It's a 6-point Elkhart lead. Allen, the drive, steps in, won't go. Espinoza with the rebound. Long pass, McKinley out in front. Missed the layup. Doherty follows, it won't go. Allen with the rebound. Servando out front. Hesitates, stops at the free throw line. Oh, won't go, but he's fouled. Who's the foul on? Called it on Austin Rich. I thought it might have been Justin McKinley. But nonetheless, Servando going to the line to shoot 2. Bronx with 7 fouls, so Elkhart's in the bonus. Bronx will be in the bonus with the next Elkhart foul. Servando hits the first free throw. Calder and Pablo back into the lineup for the Bronx. Good minutes by Chakey and Eric Munson. And Servando hits them both. 1:50 to play in the half. Servando nearly stole it away, but Espinoza gets it back. We've got a 30-second timeout called by Elkhart. We'll keep it right here. Homecoming festivities at the half. At the half, we'll have our first half numbers. We'll talk to Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway. Broncs have never led in this contest. Elkhart shot out on a 7-0 run. Broncs came back to tie it at 9, and then another 7-0 run by the Elkhart Wildcats. Then the Broncs answered that one with a 7-0 run, and then since then just been kind of trading baskets. But Elkhart with the 4-point lead. Elkhart basketball in the backcourt along the far sideline. Emmett Espinoza with the inbounds to Joey Doherty. And over the head of Cole. And it goes back to Lakin. 1:37 to play in the half. Allen with it off the screen from Pablo. Drives, stops in the paint, and hits it. The floater from 10 is good by Alan Martinez. Allen with 4 on the game. And a foul on the inbound. And that'll go against Connor Hudson, his third. And that'll send Clayton Cole to the free throw line. Eric Munson back in the lineup for Lakin. Cole with the 1-and-1. And rattles that one in. Tell you what, Clayton Cole, this kid's going to have 20 at halftime. He's got 17 right now. Second free throw rattles in and out, won't go. Alan Martinez with the rebound for the Broncs. Maybe the one thing that Cole didn't do all half is hit both free throws there. Allen. I think it was blocked by Doherty. I mean, he totally missed everything. And that's what they call. I couldn't really tell. So Lakin will inbounds, 109. Munson with the inbound. Clayton Cole playing, no, that's Austin Rich playing a tight defense on Servando. Allen off the screen from Pablo. Munson catch and shoot right corner, 3. Back to iron, won't go. Doherty with the rebound. Out to Ralston. Back to Doherty. Doherty drives. Stops on the right wing. Up top to Ralston. Ralston in the paint. Falling. Won't go, but he's fouled. That'll be on Colter Oldham. That's his second. And Ralston to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Got the first one. Ralston's second attempt coming up. And shot good as well. Ralston with 3 points, all coming from the free throw stripe. 36.8 seconds to go. Elkhart with the 5-point lead. We'll see if the Broncs are going to be content or if they want to try to push it. Servando looking to drive. Works it to Allen. Gives it up to Colter. To Munson. Munson wide open out front. That is off the mark. Colter runs down the rebound. Ball loose on the floor. And a tie-up. Servando calls timeout. So the Broncs would keep the possession because the arrow pointed to Elkhart. So a good heads-up play by Servando. Broncs will have it with 12.6 seconds to go in the half. That 30-second timeout, we just keep it right here. Once again at the half, we will have our first half numbers. We'll talk to J.C. Holloway, the coach of the Lakin Lady Broncs. Lakin losing to Elkhart earlier by the score of 51-39. And honestly, even though it's a 12-point loss, it was a good outing by the Lady Broncs. They tried to make it interesting late. They pulled it within 9 a couple times and then just couldn't quite get over the hump there. Broncs basketball, 12 seconds to go. Servando with the inbounds. Oldham up top, passed it up, now works it right side to Martinez. Servando. 3. He goes to the floor, nothing called. And we go to the half. And that'll do it for our first half. Broncs trail it by the score of 31-26. Take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the numbers for you right here on Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lakin Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com. Red Ripsima established the Lakin Dairy in 1997 and is now a leading producer of high-quality milk for human consumption. The Lakin Dairy is proud to be a big part of the Kearney County economy and community. With fantastic, dedicated, and hard-working employees, the Lakin Dairy prospers in the heart of, as Fred calls it, the Midwest Feed Shed. Always supporting the Lakin High School students, the Lakin Dairy, a verified premium operation, is honored to call Kearney County home at lakindairy.com on the internet.
Welcome back to Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube. We're at the half. The Broncs trailing Elkhart by the score of 31-26. Let's look at the first half numbers. First for Elkhart, Clayton Cole, the one on fire in the first half. He leads all scorers with 17 points. And I'll just read them down the list from there. Cage Ralston with 3, Austin Rich with 3, Lane Runkle with 4, Justin McKinley with 2, and Joey Doherty with 2. From the free throw line, Elkhart 5 of 7 from the charity stripe in the first half. For the Broncs, Servando Gonzalez leading the way with 7 points, Alan Martinez with 4 points, Eric Munson off the bench with 4, and Colter Oldham, Connor Hudson, and Adric each with 3 points apiece. From the free throw line, the Broncs, for the most part, making the most of their opportunities. They are 5 of 6 in the first half from the stripe. If you're just joining us, in our first game tonight, the Lakin Lady Broncs fell to Elkhart by the score of 51-39, but at times that score was much closer than what it ended up as the final. And we're now joined by Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway. And Coach, near the end of that ball game, I really was sitting up here thinking that's a 12-point loss, but I think as far as a total effort, was probably one of the best efforts we'd seen from the Lady Broncs.
Well, definitely there were some phases and parts of the game that we did better and that we did at least improve on. I think the biggest one was being able to persevere and fight back. I think we were down 17 at one point.
Yep.
And I think we cut it to under 10 maybe at one point also. And
cut it to 9 a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep. And
we were just right there. And that's with missing 2-3 layups at the beginning of the second half once again. But that was definitely impressive by the girls tonight of being able to at least get us back in the game.
I like the defense by the Lady Broncs, and it really, they stepped it up. You could just tell even just the intensity just quicker in that fourth quarter, that maybe they were wanting to make a run and get back in, and maybe things happen and we can really make it close. But I really thought the effort in that fourth quarter there, again, like you said, you missed some layups early in the second half there, but actually did a great job of turning Elkhart over, but just couldn't quite reward themselves on the other end. But I thought defensively did a good job of turning Elkhart over in certain positions.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And even in the first half, we turned them over a few times. I know it was I think 11-point game at half,
Yep.
but that was a little bit of us. I think we shot it too quick a little bit, and we couldn't find the range from 3-point line in that first half. We had some quick shots that we put up and didn't make Elkhart guard as much as I wanted to, and that we talked about in practice the last couple days. And so hopefully we can start doing a little bit better job of game planning on some of that. But I think the second half we did. They listened. We moved the ball around. Eventually got it to where we needed to and started making some shots.
And it sounds like a broken record night in and night out with me, but I just keep thinking, I keep seeing little things that get better all the time, but eventually they've got to figure it out and stretch, 8 or 9, 10 good things together instead of 2 here, a bad 2 here, maybe a stretch of 3, then another bad 2. But I just really thought the effort tonight, I keep looking at Jara Davidson, and I really think, and I don't want to give up any scouting or anything like that, but to me, it just looks to me like her range is going to be that 12 and 15-foot range, because it seems like anytime she gets that open shot or even can pull up off the dribble, that's a money shot for her.
Oh, she's really good, at that range that you're talking about. And even inside of that, she does a good job cutting. I totally agree with you. There's something that we've got to figure out a way to get all of them on the same page and clicking and not have as many stretches of not scoring, of turning it over, of not getting loose balls, of not rebounding. It seems like it all of those things that I just told you, it comes in a really long stretch for us sometimes, and then we have to fight just to give ourselves a chance.
And those situations are always the ones that Lakin might go on a little bit of a run, and now all of a sudden you lose that loose ball, or just maybe a half step behind. But a lot of that stuff adds up. But I still keep saying the potential is there for this basketball team, and we will see it. Not always tonight, but I thought Sammy worked very hard tonight. Elkhart's one of the bigger basketball teams that you're going to face all year long, and hey, they're 3-time back-to-back High Plains League champions for a reason, and but I really thought Sammy held her own underneath. Sometimes just got herself maybe a little bit out of position, but against the bigger girls, I thought her and even Brooke scored 2 points, but Brooke at times, I thought they both did a good job.
Yeah, I agree, and you're right. They're 15 and 2 now,
Yep.
but that's a pretty good team. So
yeah.
To be able to at least come back and make them a little bit nervous in that fourth quarter is something that we've got to try to be positive. The girls need to have some confidence from that, and hopefully it does. Hopefully carry over to these last 3 games. Well, 3 games regular season.
Believe it or not, we're down to the last 3. It's hard to believe that it's getting that close. But Sammy was 6. Tegan found a little range with 3 3-pointers tonight, finished with 11. Of course, Jara finished with 14 points. But they're early. Tegan was getting good looks, just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, her and a couple others, and we still we still need a couple girls to step up. It's been a little bit since Sarah and Brooke have gotten on track scoring wise, so we do need them to definitely step up and give us something.
And Sarah with the step up 3 in the second half, and I don't know how you run plays. I can tell off the passes, and I can tell kind of some movement of what you're trying to work for. It almost seemed to me like the Lady Broncs were trying to get her the open shot, but sometimes she seems to pass that up. She's still a little timid, but that 1-3 in the second half, that right off of one dribble and fired it up, a great shot.
Yeah, definitely, and there was a couple times that all of our guards were a little hesitant to shoot, and sometimes it turned into a turnover, and we didn't even get a shot when I'd much rather have us at least look at the rim a little bit more and be more aggressive sometimes, especially after we've passed it around and they've guarded for a little bit.
Yeah.
That is one thing that we talked about after the first half is we don't want to shoot off of one pass or even off of two passes, because then Elkhart's really good in transition. They want to run. So if you shoot it quick, they don't have to guard, and they're fresh to run up and down the floor.
Exactly, and there again, the passing game, I think, and we've talked about it in the past. I think this offense seems to gel off of a four pass, 5 pass.
Yep.
Then you get the open shot. Maybe the defense gets a little complacent or whatnot, but like you said, I don't think I don't think their game is to come down first pass fire.
No, I don't think so.
And it's not that the girls can't shoot, but that's just not what you're looking for. But a quick turnaround. Lady Bronx will be back on the floor tomorrow against Wiley, Colorado. But hard to believe we're out of league play already. So now the next 3 are non-conference games, but a chance to, really not even to dwell on this one tonight, but hopefully build on it with a quick turnaround tomorrow.
Yeah, and I hope our girls understand that it was a building. It was better than the first time we played them.
Sure.
And there's things that we improved on, and we just got to use it for like you said, quick turnaround tomorrow, but then even the last 2 games, see where it can put us in sub-state.
Sitting right now tied for 4th, which Holcomb win. They own the tiebreaker, but they've got some tough games to come up. But I think really Lakin's got a couple winnable games coming up to maybe get get everything righted. Of course, going to Hugon in that last game of the year, that's a tough assignment for anybody. But that's why you play the games, and you just never know. They do have 2 losses, so you never know. But these next 2 games, like I said, it's a chance for Lakin, the Lady Bronx, to maybe get a couple wins under their belt and maybe see what happens. And right now they're right there nip and tuck for maybe a first round sub-state home game.
Yeah,
and that's always a goal, to get that first one at home.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Don't want to travel halfway across the state on a Tuesday night.
well, right now ours won't be very far the way it's looking. But
so far right now it looks like it's probably going to be between us and Holcomb, who probably hosts.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So. But we got homecoming going on, and we could sit here and talk forever. They haven't even started the 10 minutes up here. Usually by now we're running into the second half, and Jared's kind of elbowing us. Get out of the way! I got to start this clock. But so far with 3 games to go, and it's your first year at the helm of the Lady Bronx. Okay, they're 8-9 on the season, but how do you feel the season has gone? I know I've seen some improvement, but have you seen it from a coach's standpoint?
No, I think so. As a coaching staff, we've talked about it, and we've really enjoyed working with these girls. There's so many things that they've been able to do and improve on, and ask questions, and just trying to figure out how they can get better. And they come, ready to work most of the time, and enjoy the game of basketball, and we can hopefully get them to enjoy each other and help. Hopefully they can help, keep the program going and going in the right direction.
Well, and the thing about it is, when a team comes in with a new coach, so many times you may have a situation where you come in and it's a senior heavy team, so all those players are one and done with the new coach. So the system really did not get anything going for those 20 games because that experience leaves. You have the opportunity now. You lose nobody off this team, so they have 1 year in the program. Now you get another summer with them, and then they come back next year with another. You're going to get some of these girls for 3 years.
Yeah.
So that's one way to get a program going. Like I said, instead of a one and done with a new coach, they've got opportunities to come back and learn and grow even more.
Yeah, definitely. That is something that is not something we want to look at to the summer and next year yet, but it is definitely something that we have mentioned and talked about with these girls, and and some of the stuff it won't take 3 times of saying it next year, and that's got to help with the confidence, I hope, and it's been fun. It's been fun working with these girls. Like I said, they're a really good group and fun group to work with.
And the thing about it is, with the middle school programs being successful this year, A team, B team, both league championships, the foundation's being laid for the younger kids to come in and start to contribute as well. So, I mean, here in the near future, Lakin Lady Bronc basketball is looking promising. It really is.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's got a chance to be really a special group, this group, and like you said, setting up for the next crop of girls to come in.
I'm about running out of things to say. You got anything you want to say? What can we talk about? I don't want to put you on the spot with your playing career. I already did that once. So, I always look at it when I announce your name. I'm thinking, man, I'm going to be sitting up here with basketball royalty in the state of Kansas.
Well, it was kind of interesting because the lady doing the scorebook at the scores table didn't even get the names in the scorebook because she was asking me questions about old playing days, and I had to tell the officials that I didn't get the scorebook checked because it wasn't even filled out yet, with 8 minutes left in the game. But it's really been fun to come over to Lakin and get back to a little bit smaller town, small community, and it's been fun. I think it's been really good for myself and my family.
Well,
I enjoyed it.
I know that I've only known you for just the basketball season, but it's been a lot of fun to visit with you on especially on the air. But we've had some good conversations off the air as well. But it's always fun. But my thing is with such the background that you have basketball wise, I love to visit with people that have that type of background. And the things that always amaze me, and you do the same thing, but you can probably remember a play from your junior year in game number 18 at Mound Ridge. But, it's amazing to me. I can remember a few things, from the past, but how players that go through high school, go play college, how certain plays stick out in your mind.
Well, and it's Mandy Michaelis used to be Jennings.
Yeah.
Spoke to the girls yesterday after practice, and I really, or 2 days ago actually, but gosh, she did a great job, and I've actually known her since her first year of college. She was my youngest sister's roommate at Emporia State.
Oh, okay.
She got to play 2 years with my other sister as well at Emporia State, and she said the same thing, and exactly what you just said right there. I can tell you, a certain play happened, but I probably didn't remember the score. There's certain things that happened in the game. Like, I actually dove. I don't even know why I was still in the game. It was in the fourth quarter, and we were up 30, 35 or something, which did happen quite a bit. But I dove for a loose ball by our bench, right at our bench, and threw the ball back in bounds and landed on my tooth and broke my tooth. And all I remember from that, other than breaking my tooth, is that the coach decided to take me out at that point. Now, yes, we were up 30, something maybe. I know it was a lot, like we were up a lot. He took me out, and I was so mad that I took my chipped tooth and I threw it in the stands. But I wasn't mad that I chipped my tooth. I was mad that he took me out.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because then I go to the dentist and they said, hey, if you would have put that in milk, we would have been able to just reattach that and you would have been fine. And but that's what I hope these girls, have, hopefully better experiences than that necessarily. But to be able to remember something like that, like a play in this game that we had today, I hope Tegan remembers, one of those 3-pointers that she hit. I hope that, the girls remember maybe a dive on the floor
Sammy's save as she's coming into the stands tonight.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you have one or two of those a game that you can remember for 30, 40 years down the road, that's what playing basketball and sports is about, I think.
And really the thing about it is, if you can remember that and maybe you meet your opponent or something down the road and you can both talk about those experiences. You know, you and I have talked about a lot of, some of your history, but you tend to talk about a lot of the players that you knew in different situations like that. And you keep in touch with a lot of former players, and I'm sure you probably have stayed in touch with some opponents as well.
Yeah, yep.
And but that's the special thing about it is in high school you don't realize it, but it's the memories and the bonds that last a lifetime.
Yeah, and especially some of these kids that may not even go on and play afterwards. They're going to go to college. K-State, KU is the common ones in Kansas, but you go there and all of a sudden you're in the dorms and across the hall is somebody from Sublette or somebody from Stanton County. It's and like you said, then you're like, hey, you remember that game?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't remember the score, but I remember this play. Yeah. So that's
exactly.
fun.
Yeah, that is so cool. Bronx back out on the floor, trailing by 5 at the half. We're with J.C. Holloway, the Lady Bronx head coach. We got a little bit of extended time. The what? Well, I'll let him keep it. Hey, I'll leave you mic'd up if you want to talk some color in the second half. I'd let you do it.
Well,
I don't care.
I actually, did I tell you the opportunity I had?
No, have you had some radio time?
I did actually go do an Iowa State game. I did the color at, it was at Oregon State, Iowa State, Oregon State. How about this? So I drove all the way to Ames, about 9 hours from Garden City, and then got on the plane, and it was a ways to get out of there all the way to Oregon. I think we stopped in Salt Lake City, maybe. Utah.
Yeah.
And not for very long, just to switch planes. But, yeah, that was a little trip. And then got to do Oregon State. Pretty
sweet.
Pretty cool game. It was fun, too.
Oh, man, yeah. Get to sit courtside at a D1 game.
Yeah, that's actually – not even the best view, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, you got so many people in your way.
Oh, my gosh, the coaches and the...
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm way past my days of doing what I do, but that would be so sweet. I had even thought about even just to sit in. I wouldn't even have to talk, but just to sit with a big-time announcer or D1, whatever. It would be so cool just to see what their preparation's like. And I can imagine what their preparation's like. I've talked to Dustin Thompson, of course, his dad's the voice of the K-State Wildcats. I've never met Wyatt, but talked to Dustin, and he says the prep is insane of what you do. And, so much of their job is easy. I have to lug this stuff around and set it up. They get there, their stuff's set up.
It's all done.
Yeah, but
it's funny you
cool.
say preparation. So, like, the SID, the Sports Information Director, he's on the plane with us, and he's like, "Here, let me give you this 20-page, basically information guide.
Yeah.
Just for this game.
Yeah.
Not even, there's not even a season deal. It's like just to prepare you for." Something to talk about.
And we'll be landing in 25 minutes.
Yeah, well, and I'm looking at it like, I'm not going to remember any of this stuff. I'm just going to talk basketball. But and they were fine with that. But I did actually. We got a little bit of a trip from, that was a little bit of flight, and then get there early, shoot around and practice the night before, and then the game. So I did get a laptop. They gave me a little laptop to watch a couple games of Oregon State. I'd already watched Iowa State.
Yeah.
But I, watch Oregon State so I could at least talk about their players some as well.
Well, that's a great opportunity. Of course, you had a great playing career, but to get an opportunity to do that, did they just kind of call you out of the blue, say, hey, what are you doing Saturday?
They had, it was a football game, and at the same time, I think they were playing OU, and so the normal crew was going to be doing that, and so they had somebody sick, and Yeah, it just happened that one of the assistant coaches, they asked him, hey, you guys got any ideas, any like former players? And he actually said that he mentioned me right away first, and just said that I follow Iowa State quite a bit and, get up there every once in a while as well. But it was fun. It was really a blast. And I did actually, if I live closer, not that that's going to happen, but if I did live closer, I would have had an opportunity to do a TV game too.
Oh, okay.
Which would have been, I don't know. I was pretty nervous for the radio color to do the TV. That might have, I don't know if I could have handled that one.
That in front of the camera is really weird. I've done coaches shows, with what I do, and to sit there and talk to a camera, I'm used to watching the action and just calling it. It is weird. It's a lot different to do TV than it is just the audio portions of it, but I couldn't do on camera stuff. I always tell everybody I've got the perfect face for radio, so.
Well, I will. It was a huge adjustment, radio and TV for me when I went to Iowa State. Doing interviews, oh my gosh, they teammates made fun of me a few times, but I gave it right back because they weren't any better than I was. So, a bunch of young kids trying to do interviews when we're not used to doing it. Yeah.
Well, we're under a minute to go to start the second half. You are more than welcome to sit in if you want to, but I understand if you want to go sit with your coaches and watch too. You've had enough basketball tonight. Oh, Jared's listening.
I can do it.
It's up to you what you want to do. It does not matter to me.
I'm not going to be doing anything over there with them, so it's probably all right.
Yeah, we'll do it. When you feel like you've had enough.
They're telling me to. They're listening.
Oh, they don't even want you.
They're listening over there.
They're listening.
Oh, here we go.
Start of the second half. Elkhart with the basketball. They lead by 5. They've led by as many as 7 in our first half. Original starting 5s on the floor for both teams. Elkhart playing catch out front. Kind of a little bit of a change of their offense. Cole, lob, backside, McKinley just out of reach. Martinez with the rebound, gives it off to Servando. Servando, a cold first half. Pablo, 3 from the left side. It's off the flat of the rim, won't go. And Ralston comes away with the rebound. He'll get up to Doherty. Pressure by the Bronx in the backcourt.
Don't see Pablo shoot it very much, but
no. Almost stolen away by Hudson, and he drops it on the sideline. That would have been huge for Pablo. He comes in averaging only a half a point per game, so, you don't see him shoot the ball very many times.
No, some of the kids they ask him to shoot a little more, but I don't know that that's his job. He does a great job rebounding, though.
Clayton Cole out front, leading all scorers with 17 at the half. Ralston, the drive, high off the glass, won't go.
Oof.
Oldham about outran the rebound, but gets it to Servando. Servando sprints it up the floor, looking to shoot, now pulls up. That's off the front of the rim. Servando not able to find his mark. He has averaged 30 points a game for the last 6 games, but can't find the rhythm tonight. Ralston on the wing. Doherty, he'll fire from the corner. In and out, won't go. Austin Rich with the rebound. And he'll shoot it past Oldham. It's off the mark. Elkhart coming out cold on their first couple opportunities. And McKinley crashes into the bench. Oldham from the corner. 3, got it.
He needed that. He needed that. We needed that one right there.
Colder Oldham, his second 3 of the night. And a foul on the drive. McKinley from the right side. Is it on Oldham? Possibly.
Looks like
it's on
it's
Allen. And with that foul, that's 3 fouls on Allen Martinez. Elkhart with the inbounds. Cole long out front to Doherty. Bronx in a man-to-man defense, which that's a broken record. They'll never come out of that. Out front, Rich looking to drive on Hudson. Hudson with 3 first half fouls as well. Cole, step back, now will drive. Doherty in the corner, they work it back out on the wing. Ralston, the runner in the paint, is good.
Tough shot right there.
Was looking at that dive into the bench by McKinley. That bring back memories to you?
A little bit.
Oldham in the far corner. Pablo rifles one near side. Hudson 3, good.
Nice pass.
Connor Hudson with the catch and shoot. He's his second three of the night. Pulls the Bronx within one. Cole answers quickly on the other end. The Bronx have not had an answer for Cole. He has 9 to lead all scorers. Bronx outside the arc. Oldham with the three. Rolls out. McKinley with the rebound. Bronx with pressure off the miss. Ooh, that was close to a backcourt, but Ralston didn't quite put the toe down. Rich looking to drive on Pablo. Now he'll get it to Ralston, top of the key. They'll reset it. Cole stops. Got the defender in the air. Servando with the rebound. A foul on Ralston. Third foul on Ralston.
Who's that? Cole. He's been aggressive tonight, hasn't he?
Well, the thing about it is he's been the aggressor just like Servando and Allen have been for the last, well, basically all year for the Bronx. Lane Runkle back into the lineup for Elkhart. Ralston goes to the bench with 3 fouls. Bronx trail by 3. They trailed by as many as 7 in the first half on a couple of occasions. Oldham. Nice drop under, and he's going to be fouled. McKinley came in with the block, but I think Runkle will be called with the foul. No, that will be on Justin McKinley. That's his second. Oldham to the line to shoot 2. Oldham, his first trip to the free throw line. He comes in a 53% free throw shooter. I don't know that you could look over and read my notes here, but
we need to get some presence down low from him for sure. Especially when they're in that triangle and 2 most of the game here.
Calder hits one of the 2 free throws. He has 7 points on the night. Oops. He has 7 points on the night. I put one on the wrong side. Ball knocked away underneath. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Cole tries to hit it off the back of Areola. Up front, Doherty, that 3 is short. Runkle battling for the rebound. Oldham comes away with it. Servando, long pass up the floor. Allen steps back, but the Bronx will set it up. Hudson.
Good penetration.
Too strong off the back iron. McKinley will slow it down, hand it off to Cole. Cole kicks it out over to McKinley near side. 3:50 to go in the third. Bronx trail it by 2. Cole, long 3, left wing, in and out, won't go. Bronx are getting their opportunities if they could just hit on the other end. Serve, top of the key, stop and pop from 3.
There we go. You could tell he was getting ready to shoot that one. Uh-oh, got it. Oh.
Cole, and a kick ball by Allen.
Almost had a steal there. That would have been big right after that 3.
And the Bronx, with that 3, their first lead of the ball game at 36-35. Pablo limping a little bit after that exchange at midcourt.
I see that.
Chakey into the lineup for the Bronx.
Looks like we're defensively trying to do a little bit better job on Cole, not even letting him catch it as much.
Cole, the runner in the paint. Shot won't go, but he'll go to the line for 2 easy ones.
I'm not sure who that one's on.
Connor?
I think so.
John Hudson, his 4th. Eric Munson will have to come into the ball game now. Cole's free throw, good. He's got 20 now to lead all scorers.
Oh, we're going to have Munson be aggressive a little bit here. He got some open shots in the first half, and just didn't knock them in.
Cole hit both free throws. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe, 3 from the corner by Munson. It's off the mark. Runkle with the rebound as Elkhart on that last trip retake the lead 37-36. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 2:52 to go in the third. Elkhart leads it by 1. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bron Basketball.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with J.C. Holloway, providing some color commentary here in our second half.
Some.
Hey, some's better than none, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We thought this would be a tough game a little bit here for the league championship, right?
League championship is on the line here tonight.
We've got little basketballs all over the gym right now.
Those could end up being a problem later.
Yeah, hopefully they stay off the floor.
Exactly. Yeah. Elkhart basketball. Emmett Espinosa into the lineup during that timeout. And he has it on the far wing. Underneath, Runkle got free and was able to lay in the easy one. That's the one thing that the Bronx tend to do is get beat on the backside with their pressure defense out front. Elkhart back on top by 3.
Triangle and 2 still.
Shaky from the corner, 3.
Getting some looks.
Ball tipped out of there. Allen tries to save it in. Munson, and Coach Schmidt with the 30-second timeout there along the sideline.
Perfect timing on that timeout.
And you know what? That's got to be a hard timeout because, the thing about it is so many times you see a coach screaming for that timeout. There really is no possession by either team. But, just so happened we had probably the most hands on the ball at that time.
Well, yeah, that's why you have to say it about 10 times anywhere near possession.
Yeah. 30-second timeout called by the Bronx. They trail it by 3. They had their first lead of the game at 3:33 to go here in the third. And Elkhart has answered with 4 of their own. You talked about that, you say you make trips back to Ames basically every year, and you're going to get to take another trip next week.
Yeah,
to Ames.
We're going to take a few of the coaches, Coach Schmidt, and tough one there by Coulter, but Coach Schmidt and his staff, and then some of my staff, some of my former staff members that have coached for me in the past. They're going to go up there. It's a good time. It's a good bonding trip for us, and good for me to get back.
Steal by Allen out in front. He hits a reverse layup. Good quick hands out front by Alan Martinez. Espinosa straddling the line, finds Cole. Cole looking to drive, picks up the dribble. Now they'll set it up outside the arc. Over to Runkle, guarded by Servando. Elkhart slowing it down a little bit, showing some patience here. Baseline, wild reverse layup. We got a foul, and he's looking at Allen.
Yeah, I think that might be. Is that his 4th?
Going to be 4 on Allen, so yeah. So the Bronx in a little bit of foul trouble here. Cold inbound, long out front to Rich. Espinosa to Runkle, leans in on Oldham and lays it in. Runkle was 6 off the bench for the Wildcats.
You're going to need to speed them up and get them away from
Servando
being able to throw it right down low.
Servando with the near steal, now up the floor to Espinoza. Rich falling back, can't hit it. Pablo with the rebound. Servando quick. Pass on the other side, Oldham. Hands it up to Adric. Servando slips through, he's fouled, will go to the line to shoot two. Looked like he had a wide open layup and then somebody just reached in and grabbed the arm.
Yeah. That's all he could do was reach in there as long as his arms could be. Dang.
Foul was on Lane Runkle, his first. Servando missed the free throw. He hit both attempts in the first half. Justin McKinley back in the lineup for Elkhart.
Can't believe it's this quiet.
Servando
free throw
hits the free throw.
from
He's
the
in double
opposing team.
We got a foul on the dribble. I think that's on Adric, his first. Dish to Cole. Runkle on the short baseline. They get working back out top. Cole looking to drive. Has to throw it across. Now up front to Espinoza. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Cole on the drive. The runner too strong off the rim, but he gets the rebound and is able to put it back up and in. Servando surveying the defense. Now 6 seconds to go. Student section tried to dupe him into the time left, but nothing there. Coulter at the buzzer. And they'll call a traveling violation on Coulter, but it doesn't matter. That ends the quarter. Bronx took their first lead of the contest, but couldn't hold it. They trail it by 4 as we go to the fourth and final quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with J.C. Holloway on the mic in our second half. This is fun. I'm always up for trying something different. You know, this is cool.
You got me talking so much at that long halftime.
You got recruited.
I felt like I had to stay.
Yeah, you got recruited. Pablo back in the lineup. Has the top of the key. Servando off the dribble. Stops from 15 feet. That is short. Servando just has not been on his game tonight.
That was actually a nice play, too, that Coach set up.
Cole stops from 15. He hits it on the other side. Hudson back in the... Cole reached in, tied up Connor, but... we'll take the call. Better late than never, but man, there was some contact even on the right side of the lane there. Foul on Cole's his second. Lakin will inbound. Munson in the corner. Looked at the three, but they'll work it back out. Hudson stops. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Munson. And a tie-up.
There we go.
Eric reaching in, tying up McKinley, but the arrow points to Elkhart, so it'll go to the Wildcats. Wildcats with the 6-point lead, 7:13 to play.
It's about when we need a couple turnovers.
McKinley got behind Munson, but the Bronx defense gets back. Ralston the drive. Layup is good. Bronx going to have to come up with an answer quick.
Oh, man. Needed a turnover and gave up a layup. There we go.
Munson thought about the three. Now he'll drive. Layup is short. McKinley might have got a hand on it. Out to Cole. Works it across to Rich. It's an 8-point Elkhart lead, their biggest of the game. Now they're going to maybe spread it a little bit. Cole out on the wing.
Well, they definitely are patient.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to get a block on Eric Munson, and I'll tell you what, he couldn't have been more standing there as long as he could have to not get a foul. Foul on Munson is his first. Alan Martinez into the lineup. I'll tell you what, he couldn't have been standing there any longer. Doherty off the inbound, lays it up and in. And now the Wildcats up by 10. Servando quick up the floor, and he'll hit it for three. And a timeout called by the Bronx. Servando with 14. Full timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. A lot of great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports U2 possible. We ask that you thank them because we can't thank them enough for all they do to put us on the air every game night. We'll be back right after this.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
6:01 remaining in the ball game. Bronx trail it by 7. It will be Elkhart basketball. Two Bronx in foul trouble. Connor Hudson and Alan Martinez both with 4 fouls.
And that's not a good time to be down like this.
Cole.
Oh.
The Bronx get the charge on the other end, but on that situation, Cole's out of control.
He was, but
Yeah.
definitely maybe I think we might have got a layup on the other end if it wasn't a charge.
Yeah.
The one time that they called a charge that we didn't need them to.
Cole with his 3rd foul. Servando stops in the paint. 14-footer, good.
So now if we don't get a steal, we just need to stop them from getting layups.
In the corner, Ralston. Back out to Cole. Cole out near center circle. Looking to drive on Oldham, but really not showing any urgency. A foul on Colter Oldham. That's his 3rd. 6th team foul on the Bronx. Elkhart to inbound on the near sideline. Cole flashes in the backcourt. To Ralston. In the corner, Doherty. Cole looking to drive, layup. He got it. 27 points by Clayton Cole so far. It's back to a 7-point lead. Hudson with the 3 from the far to the near side off the back rim. Won't go. Cole with the rebound. Up the floor, Doherty. Now to McKinley on the wing. Bronx missing an opportunity there.
Got to get matched up quicker in that situation.
Good defense that time by Servando. Cole wanted to step back from the 15.
Got to deny. letting them pass it around too much. I know there's still 4 minutes left, but
Doherty from the corner, that three is short, but he gets the rebound. He was the only one out there. And a foul, that'll go against Pablo, I believe. I think.
yeah, it looks like it.
Yep. That'll send Joey Doherty to the line to shoot two. Bronx got the miss they needed, but there was nobody there. They were crashing the boards, and the long rebound came out. Doherty's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Got the first one. And the second one got it to roll. And a timeout, no, a substitution. Lane Runkle into the lineup for the Wildcats. Back to a 9-point Elkhart lead. Bronx they got to get busy. Oldham from the right wing, three off the back rim, no good. Doherty with the rebound. And I have no stats on Elkhart whatsoever to even know who you would want to foul. Of course, you don't want to foul Clayton Cole.
We got to deny it. We got to get up, make it tougher for them. They're just moving it.
Get it back out front. Cole in the paint. Dish, Runkle, backside, laid it up and in. Runkle off the bench with 8 points. And that foul will go against Austin Rich, I believe, and it is. His second. On the floor, are we shooting? That's just 6 team fouls on Elkhart. Lakin will inbounds. 3:17 to play. Bronx trail it by 11. The biggest lead of the night for the Wildcats. Hudson. Falling down, Oldham. Oh, that was almost a backcourt violation with Allen. 3 out front. Oh, will not go. Runkle. Out to Rich. Doherty stops. We'll work it back out front. 2:53 to go. Cole. Servando tying it up. Arrow points to Lakin. Munson back in the lineup for the Bronx. 2:48 to play. Lakin trailing by 11. What could be their first loss in the league in 3 years. Bronx have work to do. 2:45 as Servando crosses the timeline. He'll pull up and hit it.
Wow, that one is deep.
Money shot by Servando. Near steal, that was close to another backcourt violation. Doherty on the wing to Cage Ralston. Ralston 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Doherty backs out in the corner. He'll dribble back out front. Rich, the drive, layup.
No good.
Oh,
no
the
good.
Foul. They're going to call the charge. Eric Munson standing in, drawing a charge. Third foul on Austin Rich. What could have been a huge, huge basket wiped away by the charging call. Servando looking for a screen. Stops. Oh, my goodness. Did not see. I mean, he didn't even get it 3/4 of the way there, so there had to be a reason why. And a timeout called by Elkhart. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:52 to play in our ball game. Bronx trail it by 8. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. .152 to play in the ball game. Elkhart basketball leading by 8. Bronx looking to stay unbeaten in the High Plains League. Oh, that was backcourt.
Oh, yep.
That was backcourt.
Yep. He thought about it for a second, but it's the correct call.
So a big break there for the Bronx, but they've got to cash in with 1:50 to go. Allen from the left side in the paint. He'll be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Kind of a little.
We haven't got much from Allen tonight, have we?
Just 6.
Yeah.
No, and that one will not go.
Dang it. Still all right, minute 45. Probably going to have to start fouling at some point here soon.
Allen missed them both. That one was all but down and came back out. 1:40 to play. Rich.
There we go.
Servando forced a turnover. How many more opportunities, though, are the Bronx going to get that they can't cash in on? They've got to cash in.
Probably going to happen.
Allen looking to drive. And the steal by McKinley. Once again, couldn't make the pass with hands in the lane. Doherty with it across the timeline, 1:23. Elkhart wanting an intentional foul, but he was going for the basketball.
Yeah. And
Cage Ralston at the line. He was 3 for 4 in the first half.
they have to foul.
Oh, yeah. There's the miss and a foul over the back.
There we go.
And we're going the other end to shoot free throws. Doherty with the foul, his second.
Those last two, you always want to shoot free throws really good, but you have to shoot a high percentage when you're behind and on the road.
I can imagine what the pressure's like in a situation going to the free throw line with the game on the line. Of course, I never had to do it. Oh, it's long. And that foul's going to be on Allen. That's his 5th.
I've had a few sophomore year NCAA tournament.
Oh, really? 30,000 people there watching.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Yeah. Down in Tallahassee, Florida, against University of Florida, actually. Kind of weird, but.
Rich with the 1-and-1. Hit it. I could only imagine. I mean, I would pucker up at men's league, much less doing something like that.
It was nerve-wracking.
I could only imagine. Rich with the second free throw attempt. And it's good. Puts Elkhart back up by 10. And with barring a miracle, pretty much not going to be Lakin's night tonight. Servando got the 3. Got a practice shot in there. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't think they were that upset about fouling before he got a 3-point shot off.
Yeah. And that one's off too. I guess it comes down to everybody has their night, and Lakin, after as well as they shot the basketball on Tuesday night, just really never found the consistent range tonight. Rich, the drive, and got it to roll. I thought Colton might have gotten enough on that. to keep it out of there. Ralston with the rebound.
A little extracurricular there after that foul. Might get a little chippy down here at the end of this game.
That foul by Colter Oldham is his fourth. Well, Elkhart is going to win this basketball game with an 11-point lead with 58 seconds to go. And unfortunately, the Bronx string of 2 straight league championships is going to go by the wayside. Free throw in and out by Ralston. It would take nothing short of a miracle right now for the Bronx to pull this one out. And that free throw good. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout. Got a couple more. I've got another ad. Well,
all right, I was going to say.
We'll just go ahead and keep it right here. I've got to reach across and get it done, but we'll get it to them. But
I don't know if I'll get to do this again.
Well, Schmidt might not let you.
I know. Bad luck.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's been one of those games tonight. Like I said, the Bronx, you know, at Scott City, there was so much effort in that second half. And not to say that there's a carryover, because Lakin they knew this was a big game coming in. But the thing about it is, though, back to what I said, every team has their night, and the Bronx have had their nights plenty. And tonight they just, I don't know, there's just something about it. They just didn't find that shooting stroke tonight.
Well, that, and we didn't force enough turnovers in the press. And I mean, Elkhart did a good job against the press. It wasn't just the fact that we weren't forcing them. They did a good job.
Servando sprinting up the floor. Kicks it out to Hudson. Long three. That is short. Munson with the rebound. Nice head fake and able to lay it in. Bronx are out of timeouts, though, I believe. And a foul is called. Bronx well under their season average of 70 points per game. Sitting at 50. Clayton Cole goes to the other end for 2 free throws. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. In and out won't go.
Needed a few more of those misses.
Yes. Servando got the defender in the air. 3-pointer rattles out. Cole, the rebound. Outlet to Rich. Rich, wide open underneath. Doherty lays it up and in. Louis Doherty with 8. Servando with 20 seconds to go. Munson on the drive. Oh, between the leg pass to Oldham. Nice play in the paint. Too little, too late for the Bronx. And the foul will send Cole to the other end for free throws. Substitutions by Elkhart in this final 7 seconds. Elkhart will break the reign of the Bronx in the High Plains League. Cole hits the first one. And usually it's another number 3 that we see that carries a team to victory, but tonight for Elkhart, it was Clayton Cole with 29 points and a chance to hit 30 here. A 13-point Elkhart lead, their biggest of the game.
He played well.
Yes, he did. Servando sprints it up the floor. Off the foot of Servando, and you know what? That's just been how this game should end, because that's been how it's been. Bronx will pressure. And that's going to do it. The Elkhart Wildcats with a 65-52 win over Lakin here tonight, and will snap the Bronx 2-year streak of winning the High Plains League. Congratulations to the Wildcats on their championship. But we're going to take a timeout. We'll add up the game totals for you, and we'll chat with J.C. Holloway real quick. Then we'll turn you loose, and then we'll get Coach Schmidt up here.
All righty.
Got a couple ads we need to run with our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with J.C. Holloway. The Bronx see their string in tonight. Good job, bud. With a 65-52 loss on the road at Elkhart. Look at the scoring for the Wildcats. They'll improve to 12-4, and they are the 2021-22 High Plains League champions. Clayton Cole leading all scorers with 30 points on the night. He had 17 of those in the first half. From the free throw line, he was 6 of 8 from the stripe. He was followed in scoring by Lane Runkle off the bench with 8. Joey Doherty also with 8. He was 2 for 2 from the stripe. Cage Ralston, 8 points as well. He was 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Reading down some of the rest of the scoring, Austin Rich with 7. Justin McKinley with 2. On the night, Elkhart was 14 of 19 from the free throw line. For the Bronx, an off-night shooting came at a wrong time as they fall to 14-3. Servando Gonzalez led the way with 20 points. He was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Colter Oldham followed in double figures with 10. He was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Colter Oldham finished in double figures with 10. Connor Hudson was 6. Alan Martinez was 6. Alan was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Eric Munson off the bench with 6. He was 1 for 2 from the stripe. And Adric Gomez-Escabel, Chakey, finished with 3. From the free throw line, the Bronx 8 of 14 on the night. Bronx got back in it. They took their one and only lead at 39-38 in the third quarter. But Elkhart too much down the stretch as they hit the shots when they needed to and went on to the win. And bring in Coach Holloway. And for one, thanks for sitting in. It was a good time. The only thing would have made it better if the Bronx would have made that patented comeback in the second half. But
there was a chance there, about 4 minutes left. Then I think we gave up 3 straight layups. Tough situation to be in, and definitely it was a tough place. Good crowd. Elkhart boys played well.
And there's one of those, I really thought down the stretch when Lakin got back, they took their lead. I'm thinking, okay, the pressure's going to get to them. The Bronx have been in this situation before. Elkhart's a young team. They haven't been. But I'll tell you what, even with their youth, they were able to answer the bell and hit the big shots. But the one thing about it tonight was, and I'm not making any excuses, and because you can't make excuses in a situation like this, but it just wasn't Lakin's shooting night tonight. Allen was way beyond his average of 20 points. He finished with 6. Connor was 6. Coulter was a little over his average. Servando didn't get his average, but he, to even get to 20, had to score 13 in the second half.
Yeah, that was offensively not the best night for us, and when the opponent plays well, then it was a tough night. It was a tough night for both of us, I guess. Now.
Yeah.
Definitely a tough situation. I got to get going though.
Yeah,
they're calling for me down there. We got to go get to Pizza Hut real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Enjoy the evening, and we look forward to we'll be talking to you tomorrow afternoon.
All right, sounds good.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. This is Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway setting in with us in the second half, and that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to sit in and have him add some color to the second half, but unfortunately there was not a lot of color for the Broncs as they fall tonight 65-52, and will not be the back-to-back regular season and undefeated champions of the High Plains League. They won the tournament but do not get the season title, but a chance to bounce back tomorrow. The Broncs and Lady Broncs back in action. Lady Broncs at 3:30 and the Broncs at 5 o'clock against the Panthers of Wiley, Colorado in non-league action. But Elkhart celebrating on the floor, and you know what? As they should be. They earned it. They deserved it. They played well tonight. They shot well. And like I told Coach Holloway, usually we see the Broncs do that, and just wasn't to be tonight. So tomorrow's another day, quick turnaround, and for the Broncs and Lady Broncs to right the ship and get it turned back the other direction. But with the late loss with sub-state seating and everything on the line, definitely a tough pill to swallow tonight. But once again, the Broncs, as Coach Schmidt makes his way up here, we'll talk to him real quick, and then we'll get set to go, and we'll get set for tomorrow night as well. But now we're joined by Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. And Coach, it's not going to happen for the Broncs this year to go back to back to back, but I'll tell you what, one bad night's not going to define this basketball team, but it was just one of those nights that the Broncs just couldn't find their groove tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, for whatever reason, maybe be careful how I say this, because it's always tough after a loss and there's a lot of emotions, and
yeah.
They've answered the bell 16 times this year. They've done an excellent job even in the 2 losses, and tonight we just weren't real good, and we haven't been great in practice. It's just kind of getting through practice, but we really haven't been getting better in a lot of things. And the most disappointing thing as of late is I don't feel like we've done a very good job at all paying attention to the scouting report. And Coach Simon spends a ridiculous amount of time trying to put us in the best position to be successful as far as the scout goes, and and I feel like we did a good job. And you got to credit Elkhart. They were excellent. They did an excellent job. The triangle and 2, it's not like we weren't prepared for it. We knew it was coming. We practiced against it every day because, if we were to play us, that's exactly what we would run.
Yep.
And other guys, like we didn't make any shots. We didn't have a great night. And, that's the thing. You try to make adjustments and you say, okay, that's just what we need to do. And then you come back out and do the exact opposite. And, it just plays right into the hands of that. But, again, you got to credit Elkhart, and I'm not upset with our boys. This is basketball. It's sports. Things happen. You go on the road, and teams that are supposed to win get knocked off. And, it'd be crazy to think like we're the only team that's ever happened to. So,
sure. Oh, yeah.
This is a process. This is a big picture thing. Tonight is very, very unfortunate. The best part about it is we get to play again tomorrow to try to take some of that sting away. And then an even better part about it, did we go undefeated in the league? No, we didn't. However, Elkhart still has to go to Heights, and if Heights were to somehow knock them off, it's not what we wanted, but there's a 3-way tie for first, and so you get a chance to still win the league, but we got to get back to just working to get better.
And the thing about it is, tomorrow's a quick opportunity. It stings overnight. It stings on that bus ride back. But, hey, get up tomorrow morning, strap them back on, and you get the chance to play. And these guys will never turn down an opportunity to be on the basketball floor, and I don't think that they're going to feel sorry for themselves. They know what they got to do. This season's not over, and hey, the big goal is still in view. So, this is a team that, this sucks, this hurts, but if they didn't care, it wouldn't hurt. So, you want it to hurt.
So I think the best part about it is it's a teaching moment. You lose or you learn. That gets said an awful lot. This is one of the hardest things about coaching. You got a group of kids that you care about, you love very, very much. They invest a lot of time. They want to be successful. They don't want to lose. And then when that happens, you feel for them. I can tell by their body language as they walk out. They're disappointed. They're discouraged.
Yeah.
And we love those kids, man, and they're like our sons. And so you got to pick your son up, and but it's a teaching moment. If this is the worst thing that happens in their life is they played bad on the road at Elkhart and lost, then they're going to have a pretty good life.
Yeah.
But you got to teach them how to respond to adversity, and when bad things happen, what are you going to do? I'd like to say this is the worst thing that's happened to me, but that's not even close. So this is why we're in education, this is why we're in coaching, to teach them, hey, what can we do? How do we respond and make sure that this doesn't happen ever again?
Cold shooting started the Bronx off, and I don't know that, Servando had not been held scoreless all year in the first quarter, but him and Allen both did not score in the first quarter. But, we talk about it week after week or game after game, some of the young players that get to come in and play. Adria came off the bench and hit a big three. Eric Munson came off and hit a big three in that first half to keep Lakin close. But there again is some of those younger players that come in and do things that help this basketball team. But tonight just wasn't enough team-wise to overcome it, but those kids keep coming in and making some plays.
Yeah, this is, again, it's an opportunity for us to get better. We've been talking about this all season. Why have more teams not try and go and toot us? One other team tried it, and we played through it, and we did well.
Yeah.
And we shot the ball lights out against Scott City, and we didn't shoot it well tonight. However, we're going to learn from this. Those other guys are going to see, hey, when they're taking these two away, these guys got to step up, and we'll do what we can. And a lot of the thing is too, those young guys that were not being triangle and two'd, there's going to come a time in their career where they're going to be the ones that are going to be triangle and two'd. So, again, it's a learning moment. I'm trying to remain as positive as I can, because it does no good. Like, we know we messed up. We know we weren't ready to play, and they were, and it was their homecoming, and it was their biggest game of the season.
Yep.
And, we just didn't get it done, and, it is what it is.
Well, when it comes to the scouting report, invite Sandy. She understands that scouting report, and maybe she's the one you need to turn on, sick her on them.
Mm-hmm.
She reads that, she was at that team dinner, and it was funny, that next game, it's like, well, they're supposed to do this. Okay, that's the shooter. Why aren't they?
Exactly.
Sick a mom on them. Maybe that'll get them. I don't know.
But I am proud of the boys. With one little hiccup. When the game was over. I know we weren't satisfied with the way it went, and every single one of those boys went to the locker room. And that's not what we're about. We went in there, we got them. You come out, you're going to thank the fans for coming, win or lose.
Yep.
We can't go in the locker room and pout. We can't make excuses for ourselves. We can't blame each other. We lost. We lost the game.
Yep.
We've got to learn from it. We got to get better. I would like to say, we're never going to lose, but it's going to happen.
Yep.
And we have to learn from it and make sure we regroup and we don't let it happen again. That's all we can do.
That's all you can do, is take the next opportunity to get better and take advantage of it.
Yep.
And that's what you've stressed in your 8 years of coaching, is it's always been next opportunity.
Yeah,
exactly.
You only get so many of them, and you need to take advantage of them. And how can we respond to this? And luckily we'll find out tomorrow.
Yep. And a good Wiley team is going to come in, I believe, 10-4, something like that. So
this will be the best Wiley team we've played.
Yes.
They're not bad. They've got some size. They got some guys that have been playing for a while. Got a new coach, new AD. They kind of have things going on, and we're going to have to play well to win. And here's the deal. This is the thing we talk about all the time is, okay, we made a mistake, right? We lost the game. We shouldn't have. Like, we can't compound those mistakes. The longer we hang our head, the longer we feel sorry for ourselves and pout, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity for us, the coaches, to teach a life lesson and say, look, we lost the game, okay? We've got to get over it. We've got to learn from it and come back ready to go tomorrow. You know, and the nice thing is you know, it's not one of those that you got to wait till next Friday to play, because that'd be really miserable. You walk around for a while feeling sorry for yourself. And,
Yeah.
you know, we can't do that. We got to get back to work tomorrow, and, you know, we'll approach it as if we won tonight's game. You got to shoot around at 11, go through the scouting report, get yourself ready to play, and see what happens. So
I like it that it's a quick turnaround. No, you don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. Like you said, if you have to go to school and you don't play again until Tuesday, you don't play again until Friday, you're moping up and down the halls all week long. Instead of a league championship celebration, it's like, wow, what happened, man? That wasn't very good the other night, or whatever you hear in the hallways. So no, best way to get over his loss is get right back on the horse and go. So looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah,
looking forward to it as always. Thank you for taking the time. I know there's tough times to come up and talk to me, but I always appreciate it.
yeah, appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you.
Hey, have a good, safe trip home, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too.
Thanks, Coach. That's going to wrap it up here from Elkhart. A tough night, both sides, for the Lady Broncs and the Broncs. Lady Broncs losing to Elkhart in our first game tonight by the score of 51-39, and the Broncs losing tonight to Elkhart by the score of 65-52. That breaks a 9-game winning streak against Elkhart that the Broncs had. Elkhart snapping that streak here tonight, and snapping the 2-year streak of Broncs winning the High Plains League Championship. Of course, the Broncs could still win a share of it if Southwestern Heights is to beat Elkhart next week. It would be a 3-way tie, just like the Lady Broncs experienced last year, as they tied with Elkhart and Stanton County. So, you know, it's not the same if you have to share it, but a share of it is still better than not having it at all. So we'll see how the Broncs can fare the rest of the way. But like we talked about, a quick turnaround tomorrow. We're back on the air tomorrow at around 3:20. Lady Broncs tip at 3:30 against the Lady Panthers of Wiley. And then the Broncs will follow at 5 o'clock against the Panthers as well. And we'll have all the action for you right here on Lakin Broncs Sports YouTube. Until then, everybody have a great Friday evening, and have a great Saturday. If you can't come out to the games tomorrow, we're on the air at 3:20, so hopefully we'll see you there. If not, we'll be talking to you on the airwaves. Until then, take care.